Alright, CSS battle time. And we got that shape. Makes me think of, what does it make me think of? It's always on the tip of my tongue. I always have this idea of like, I've seen this shape before, and then I can't think of it. Alright, here's to hoping that this shape is a square like this size with just percentage border radius on two of the corners. That's what I hope. All right. Let's go. I'm just gonna see what that shape is before I get too far into this. So we're gonna put a background on the HTML. It's probably gonna be the best way to do it anyways, and then make this the body, and then make this like 4 paragraph tags that get positioned around it. I think. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do. All right. But right now, I'm going to make the body one of those things first. Just to make sure we can get that border radius going. Whew, man. Yeah, I guess I can just margin this down and then do a paragraph. Moving the paragraph tag around is a pain. So, to not have to deal with that right away, just make sure I can, in fact, make this shape. Let's go 30 on top. Hey, that's about right. Right, we're gonna go 200, bottom, say 100, and left be like 10. Okay. We gotta bump those numbers up. These are rookie numbers. All right. 190 and this one 250. Nope. 300. 310. So 10 from one side, 310 from the other. That leaves 80. 220. Yeah, so it's 80 by 80. It's an 80 by 80 block. That'll be useful in a bit when I'm doing paragraph tags. All right, let's see if first, oops, 0. Okay, actually, yeah, easy border radius. Okay, yeah, that looks good. All right, that shape was worrying me, but we got it. It's simple enough. Now to decide layout. I mean, we could make this the HTML and have a box shadow. And that'll make sense if I end up using box shadow here to duplicate this shape. Now, let's say this is 1 and I box shadow down here, and then we come here, we rotate it 180. Will a box shadow be in the right spot? Do I just need to do these top 2? Now doing that, yeah, and then I only have 1 border radius. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the body this thing. The paragraph tags, I should only have to put 2 up in each corner, and yeah, up in each corner, and then box shadow across to the opposite one. Here's to hoping. And then I could reduce down to the HTML, do a body and a paragraph tag. If I'm using box shadow, I'm going to do that right away, so then I don't have to reduce later, because that'll actually move things around a fair bit. Okay, so this is going to be our background. Let's just get this working. Probably overcomplicating things as it is. Let's go box shadow, and we're going to go 0, 0, 0, and 9" in this color. All right, that can now go on everything. Let's do M. yeah, if we do 9em, then on the body, I could spin it out into its own selector. No, I can't, because I need box shadow to cascade down. So we can do a font 0a. There we go. So it doesn't have, the body doesn't have a box shadow now. We need to margin the HTML down. Let's go margin 0 on the body so it's not in the way, and let's get our margin done here. Right? Okay, I think this will work. I think this will be okay. It's kind of a more standard approach. Not really, I don't think it's anything clever. But hopefully it turns out okay. Alright. So our body right now is the exact same height and shape as the HTML. This is what we want. Our border radius on, and we're gonna do, what was it? Was it the 0 2 inch or yeah, 0 2 inch, right? We don't see anything yet because we haven't moved it. Okay, good. Right, we're gonna say 80, more than that. It's gonna be more than that, but let's just get this going. 50 and -80. We'll just walk it over however we need. -80 up, yep, and then 20, 180, 210, 220. All right, and then we'll walk this up. There we go. Okay, not too bad. Now, I need to ask someone how image tags work. I feel like the image tag, the reason they use it is because it's supposed to take the same aspect ratio as the element it's in, so it should be full height. On a paragraph tag, I have to give it height, you know. So let's just start with a paragraph tag, and I'll explore that if I get this done in time, if this even works, right? So now we're gonna go margin. We're gonna go 0. Right, so it's not hiding anywhere, and we're gonna run this. Top is gonna be 0, but right is gonna be like -200. Oh, okay. Wonder why it's not. Oh, because it has no height. There it is. Okay, so left and right are right now doing the wrong thing, and 200 and there. All right, this is pretty good. About 300, which means you need to go about 300. Perfect. And if we do scale -1, 1, -1, there we go. Now I don't know if I can do scale 1, -1, or if I can do a rotate. Now if I flip it 180, the box shadow is going to go up. So hopefully this is what works. All right. So let's say we do this box shadow, and we're going to go over 200 pixels, but down 100 pixels. There it is. Pretty cool. 50, 250, oops, 300, and multiples of 80, right? Okay. And then we do this color. Maybe I need to do a box reflect down. I wonder if a box reflect would work. Because right now, that box shadow is not showing up on a paragraph tag, and I think because it's off screen. So let's take the scale out. Let's go rotate. Oof. No, not 180. 90. All right. See if negative 90 also works. It's just seeing where the box shadow ends up doing that. Yeah, it should carry down. Let's shorten this 50. Oh, okay. Right. And 50. Okay, there it is. There it is. All right, so if we do 90 degrees, there we are. So if we go 150. Okay. So it's moving across, and that's moving down. So as we up this, that particular, so these need to be flipped, I think. It's going to need to be like 180 across, and whatever the numbers were, that's what they're inverted with this rotation solution. And the scale solution is also, that changes things too. So let's take the rotate off. And I think, yeah. So now, okay, let's flip it horizontal. I think if we do -1, 1, there we are. That's what I needed. I had flipped it vertically, and so that's why the box shadow is going up that way. Now I flipped it horizontally, and we should get the right directions. All right, that's 100 and 160. Oh, all right, that's better than a box reflect. I like it. Did it work though? Yes, it did. It did. All right, we've got some big margins here. Let's see if we can get percentages to work. No? Oh, no, I guess not. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not sure why I wouldn't see anything. All right. Well, once you have to go, it's 100% across, of course. Once you have to go to that many characters, you don't actually save any characters because you already have 3 digits and then that. So 300. I wonder why. Oh, you know what? It's probably such a big percentage because the size of the. It's probably more than 100% on that one too. Okay. And that's 100 VH, but it should be 20 goes into that 15 times. So 5 times 15. Right? 60? 85 VW? No, that wasn't right. 75. There we are. I do math. Do math real good. Got that one right. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something on this, and I still did it the hard way. I kind of like this solution. We can save one more character by changing the nesting on this. Like that. We can get rid of that. And then I can do this. Let's get rid of that space. There we go. Even white space messes that up. You can put open quote at the end of font, and it just assumes there's a string there that you can, yeah. It just kind of fills in that, oh, there must be a font name there. But because there isn't, it still takes a value, but you have to have something there for it. to take that value. All right, that's what I got for today. It was fun. I like that different shape and no border radius that isn't too finicky. At first I thought I was going to have to rotate those things, and I don't like rotating, but we don't have to here. Straightforward, it's simple, 182, and we're done. Cool. Hope you had fun with this. I will catch you later.